Aquarius, how are you lovely people? This is Debs and this is your reading for May 2025. Aqua, I felt incredibly serious in meditation. It was really strange. I saw two people having a chat. One of you obviously was Aquarian and I feel that Aquarius, you've done something that you're just not sure is going to work. Somebody else is very excited for you. Oh, Aquarius, how wonderful. This is so exciting. This is amazing. Sort of boosting you somehow. Maybe filling you with more confidence than you feel. But you're there very, very nervous. You've made a huge mistake. It's sort of, oh gosh, is this the right thing? I don't know. It could be financial. It could be to do with a relationship. I don't know, guys. You could have just got engaged and everyone else is super excited around you. But what you're thinking about is, I don't know if this is the right person. Is this the right person? I don't know. It could be Aquarius. You've just spent a lot of money on something. Everyone else is very excited for you. But what you're thinking about is, I hope my job lasts, or I hope I bring in more revenue, or I hope I don't get myself into financial problems. You're just not sure. You're not sure. So you're not wanting to celebrate, but it feels like everyone else around you is wanting to. So, Aqua, I don't know, guys. Let's jump in, find out what this is all about. The deck that I'm using, I think, is called Bastromurb. I think it's a German deck. I'm sure it's got another English name. If you guys want a private reading, my website's down below. If you want to join the channel, the link is there too. And yes, Aquarius. Let's have a look, guys. Oh, for those of you asking about love readings, I am still offering 30% off 30-minute love readings, okay? All right, just thought I'd mention that. So what do we have for Aquarius, please, Michael? Thank you. Interesting. I'm seeing somebody on a highway. They're speeding down a highway. They're a bit nervous about the speed they're going, but what they're thinking about is, I need to go this fast. How strange. Okay. They're looking in the wing mirror. There's somebody right on their tail. And then as they look ahead, they're realizing there's a gap in the road. And they're thinking, oh my gosh, there was no warning sign, there was no stop sign. And they're finding themselves going at such speed that they sort of jump over this gap in the road. And they're okay. A little bit jolted, but they're okay. Aquarius, you may find yourself speeding into this. I think if you carry on at this pace, you're going to be okay. I think if you slow down and sit in your head or pull over to the hard shoulder, I'm not sure, you could actually cause yourself more problems. Just go full-fledged into this, give it everything you've got, and I'm hearing keep your fingers crossed, okay? Yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure you're going to be all right. Now, why do I feel a very strong correlation to another reading? It might even have been a reading I did today. Oh, who was that for? Leo? Might have been for Leo. This might be concerning a Leo. You may have Leo in your chart. That card wants to be seen. Yeah. You may feel, Aquarius, that it's going to be a bit risky. You could be juggling money. You could be working on 3 streams of income. Or Aquarius, you may have moved in with someone, but they're still married. You know, that sort of thing. All right, guys. Okay. Ooh, the Queen of Wands. So, Aqua, you may be thinking about a Queen of Wands, or you could be embodying the energy of the Queen of Wands. The Star. Aquarian energy. No, Aquarius, I think you've healed from a relationship with a Queen of Wands who may have been a bit difficult to deal with. I don't know. I'm looking at this image and she looks a bit feisty, you know? kind of don't mess with me. You may have had issues with the Queen of Wands, Aquarius. This could even have been in business or something like that. You've healed. You've got yourself straight again. You're balanced again. But this might have thrown you to one side for a bit, right? It might be that this sort of shook you for a while. In the past, guys, Page of Coins. You may have had issues with a child, or you may have had to give somebody child support. Or Aquarius, with a Page of Coins, you may have signed on the dotted line, but then wondered whether or not you did the right thing. Was this right for me? Somebody may have given you a gift in the past to help you with this, if this is a financial purchase of some kind. You might have thought, well, it's going to help, but I'm going to have to do a lot to make this work. So much coming through. Queen of Cups. Okay. Let's carry on for a minute. The Devil. All right. Aquarius, you may feel you're in a bit of a toxic situation. I've got to be honest. Now, either Aquarius, you had major problems with a Sag, an Aries, or a Leo. We've got Capricorn there too. You may have got involved with somebody with addictions, or someone who was obsessed with bringing you down. You've healed from this. This could have been romantic, or this could have been a work partner who hated you, or something like that. I think you've got yourself straight, Aquarius, but you may still be nervous that this person is going to try and thwart your plans, or this person may somehow have it out for you. They may not want you to be happy. If this is romantic, Aquarius, you met someone in the past, you had to put them in the friend zone because you were with the Queen of Wands. Things got toxic with the Queen of Wands, and you may have left the Queen of Wands, and you may be thinking of going back to a Queen of Cups. But you're very worried that this Queen of Wands may be out for some kind of revenge. Let's just carry on, guys. It could go so many ways. Let's get the cards on the table. So Aquarius, 5 of Cups. You're sitting feeling a bit worried. You're feeling very alone in what might be a very big transition you're making here. It's as if, can I manage to do this by myself? Can I manage all the elements of this? In your fears, the 3 of Swords. Fearing being heartbroken. In the environment is the 5 of Swords. Okay, yeah. Aquarius, you're very nervous because somebody in your environment is dead set on sabotaging this. It's as if they don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to be successful. They're determined to put a spoke in the wheel. And that's why you're sitting there feeling a bit worried. Yeah, in your hopes, the Tower. You're really hoping the Tower doesn't fall. You are really hoping, Aquarius, that this works out. You're not sure because, first of all, this is a bit of a risk. Second of all, you may feel as if you've kind of got someone working against you. Now, don't worry, guys. I don't think this is somebody who is stalking you, posting horrible things on social media about you, but you know somehow this person doesn't want you to be happy, or you know somehow that if this person had an opportunity to cause issues for you, they would. You don't trust them. In the outcome, guys, the Hangman. Okay. Aquarius, you're seeing things very differently. I think what you're realizing is this could work. But you need to be consciously aware that first of all, it's going to take time and effort. And second of all, someone here, this Queen of Wands, is not your friend. They're not your friend, okay? So if this is you hoping that things have smoothed over with the Queen of Wands, or if this is you hoping that she doesn't do anything to try and jeopardize a future success, she might, okay? She might. Clarification for you guys. The Nine of Cups. You're going for a wish come true, Aquarius. King of Swords. You're sitting in masculine energy. Or you may, as a feminine, have just heard some really good news relating to a legal situation. And it may be that from everybody else's point of view, you've become very successful. Or you have been awarded something which in everybody else's eyes was very exciting. But in your eyes, Aquarius, you don't know, because it's almost as if you don't know how long this is going to last. Well, yes, it's good news that this has come through, but you're almost waiting for somebody to sabotage it. Whoever is that in the Five of Swords, yeah, Page of Swords. This is someone who you may be having an argument with. This is someone who may be communicating something very blunt to you, which might be a bit cutting. Yeah, okay, Aquarius. Queen of Swords. Right. So, guys, I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. Aquarius, I am dealing with an Aquarian masculine who has got themselves involved with two different women. I think Aquarius, the Queen of Wands, is the Queen of Swords. This is one woman. This is someone very strategic. She's very feisty. She can fly off the handle at a moment's notice. I think, Aquarius, you have decided to detach from this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. She didn't like it. She pushed against it. So you could have been angling, for instance, Aquarius, to get divorced for quite a long time. She may have said no, 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 but finally she said yes. And so you're able to pursue someone you met in the past that you might have had to put in the friend zone, and this person was a Queen of Cups. The problem is this Queen of Wands is angry underneath. She's jealous. She doesn't like the fact, Aquarius, that you're potentially going to be pursuing the Queen of Cups, and she's sitting in the energy of revenge. You're very nervous about this because I think, Aquarius, you are just about to communicate with a Queen of Cups. This is the woman you want to be with, to say, I want to build on this relationship. But you're very nervous because you don't know what this Queen of Wands is capable of. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of Swords. You're worried that at the last minute, just when you're getting cozy with your Queen of Cups, she's going to come in and somehow sabotage the situation. Now, I don't know, Aquarius, whether or not this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords knows a secret about you. It could be that you've got a child with another woman that you haven't told this Queen of Cups about. You may have been keeping that under wraps until you were sure that the Queen of Cups and you could build a new relationship. But you're very worried that this Queen of Wands is sitting in this toxic energy, very angry that you've ended things with her, and she wants some kind of justice. You're sitting there fearful of what she's going to do, whilst hoping to develop the connection again with the Queen of Cups. Underneath the deck, yeah, you're hoping your ships are going to come in with the Queen of Cups. And you're hoping that with the energy of the world, you can put the past behind you and move forward. Now, Aqua, we do have 2 3s over there. It may well be that the third energy is a child. It may be, Aquarius, that you're not yet fully out of a marriage with a Queen of Wands. You've only just legally separated, and you're happy that she's agreed to do that, but you may still have a legal tie. What you're concerned about is if the Queen of Cups finds out about that, she's not going to be happy, she's not going to accept you in her life, or what you're nervous about is the Queen of Wands is going to somehow sabotage the relationship with your Queen of Cups, wanting you back. Because I think, Aquarius, this was a really toxic relationship. So everyone around you is very happy because they feel this is a wonderful new transition for you. You're going to be with a person that you love. But you are stressed out because you don't know what this Queen of Wands is capable of. And so you feel, I can't relax and enjoy this new relationship yet because I'm still somehow tied to this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, who I know is possibly out to cause problems. So you're sitting there in a bit of fear with the Five of Cups thinking, I really hope this goes okay. I'm not sure. I'm sort of keeping my fingers crossed. So Aqua, here we go. Archangel Michael, what energy is Aquarius sitting in relating to the Queen of Wands and the Star? You've healed things with the Queen of Wands. This was a toxic situation, but you're still nervous. Yes. Wow. You may have blocked the Queen of Wands, or she may have blocked you. What happened with the Queen of Wands? What did the Queen of Wands do? The Queen of Wands sat in the Seven of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Wands did something sneaky, or the Queen of Wands was deceptive somehow. What did the Queen of Wands actually do here? She did something in the past that was deceptive about money. Okay. So Aqua, that might have been the reason why you ended it. That might have been the reason why you ended it. Yeah. Okay. She was your wife, Empress. All right. Okay, yeah, she did something sneaky about money. She could have used your money for something and then denied it, or she could have drawn you into some sort of legal contract, putting, you know, Mr. and Mrs. on a contract and you knew nothing about this. She could have got you both into a lot of debt. Whatever happened here, you found out, and I think you freaked out at the time. And you said to her, okay, I think this relationship is done. It might have shocked you, whatever you found out. Yeah. So, in the past with the Page of Coins, I think you met this Queen of Cups, Aqua. I think you did. Yes, you did. The Lovers. She may have ended up putting you in the friend zone because she realised you were, say, married. Yeah, you sat the Knight of Wands. This was someone you were very attracted to, but obviously this didn't last at the time. Yes, because you were married with a Faith card. Yeah, you had to admit you were married. After that time, you thought about this Queen of Cups. I think you were very attracted to this Queen of Cups, but you were with someone else, right? Yeah, but you did feel that it was fate somehow that the two of you met, and you stood at crossroads for a period of time, wondering what to do about this Queen of Cups. Cards are flying, who's also coming through as the High Priestess. Wow. So a very intuitive water sign, possibly a Pisces or a Cancerian, and you had sleepless nights about this because you truly felt she was the one. You truly felt she was the one. What did you do? Yeah, you coasted. But Aquarius, we have an angel here. You may have started receiving downloads from Source after you met this woman. It may be something that you found difficult to accept. But I think eventually you did accept this, and what you realized was this woman might have been highly psychic, or there was a very strong past life energy between you two. Crazy strong. You couldn't forget this woman. What you're thinking about now, you're in a bit of a toxic situation. You may be having to juggle money. It might be because of this Queen of Wands, whatever she did. I think you've legally separated from her now. She's agreed to that, but she's still in your life, which makes you feel a bit jittery, you know? What's the devil? What are you thinking about? Yeah, 2 of coins. Because of whatever this Queen of Wands did, she left you juggling money, or she may even have juggled you with a Capricorn for some of you. Yeah, you had to put up very strong defenses against her, Aquarius. You stood your ground with this woman and you left, Chariot. Now, you may be heading back to a Cancerian that you felt a strong connection with the Chariot, or you simply said to her, okay, we don't live together anymore. I'm moving on with my life, and this is you aiming for legal separation, which you might have achieved at this point. In the immediate future, you are sat there, bag of nerves, thinking, I want to be with my Queen of Cups, but I'm really worried that my Queen of Wands is sort of out for revenge. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, this is the person that you've separated from. Your Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, is sat in the 5 of Swords. She is determined to somehow cause you problems. She may have found out, Aquarius, that you're going back to someone from your past, and she wants to put a spoke in your wheels, right? She wants to cause you issues. She may have found out who this woman is. She may be trying to send this woman unpleasant messages, or she may be trying to stalk this woman, and you're sitting there in fear. You believe you got a tiger by the tail because this Queen of Wands is angry that you found out something that she did, which caused you to leave her. She sort of wants to get her own back. Archangel Michael, when do we have the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords for Aquarius? Thank you, Michael. I'm hearing the 4th of April is a very significant date. I don't know why. Could be the date of an argument. Okay, Michael's saying the 12th and 13th of May. Oh, so soon, Aquarius. 12th and 13th of May, soon. He's pointing forward 23rd of May, and then we're jumping somehow to the 8th of July. Right. Let's have a look, Aquarius, at this woman's energy. I don't like her energy. Feeling very nervous myself. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords is somebody who can be manipulative, strategic. She can be cutting with her words. She's out for revenge, Aquarius. Yeah, she's trying to find ways of causing you problems. She's looking at options of how she can sabotage this new connection that you're planning, this new relationship that you're moving into with your Queen of Cups. How is this Queen of Swords feeling? She does feel defeated with the 4 of Swords. She does feel defeated. And I think she's burdened, Aquarius, because you found out what she was up to. You found out what she was doing. What is she hoping for? What does she want from this? She wants to cause drama. She wants to cause chaos and drama in your new relationship with your Queen of Cups. How are you feeling, Aquarius? You're sitting in mixed emotions. Half of you is feeling really nervous about what she's going to do. The other half of you is simply angry about what she did. What are you doing here? Are you communicating with her? What's going on with you two? You may not be speaking. Okay. She may have tried to apologize, Aquarius, but I don't think you believed that she really meant it. And so you were just very wary of her and possibly just backed off. And I'm not surprised because I don't see any apologetic energy here at all. You may even have wondered why she apologized, because as far as you're concerned, you're not with this woman anymore. Maybe you're nervous, Aquarius, that she wants to try and bring you two back together again. But you've seen another side of this woman, and I think it freaked you out. And as far as you're concerned, you're not planning on going back to her. Yeah, you want justice. You may already have filed divorce papers, or you've moved into legal separation. You're trying to balance your life out, Aquarius. Yeah, because she betrayed you. She betrayed you with a contract of some kind. She betrayed you with a contract of some kind. Yeah. It might even have affected your health. You may have felt very depressed, very nervous, having sleepless nights, full of anxiety. You may have tried to concentrate on your health to sort of settle your energies a little bit. What energy are you sitting in now? What energy are you sitting in now? The Hermit. Now, you could be communicating with a Leo or a Virgo or Aquarius. You have completely distanced yourself from this woman because you feel that is the best thing to do. You don't want to be anywhere near this woman because you feel she's got it in for you. And you're doing a lot of reflecting on how things are going to work out with your Queen of Cups. What's the energy between you and this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords? Yeah, the Nine of Wands. Aquarius, this was a really difficult relationship. I don't know whether or not your Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords found out about the Queen of Cups and she became very angry and bitter, and to be honest, who would blame her, right? So you always have to look at both sides. I'm not sure, Aquarius, whether or not she caused you a lot of financial issues, and that was a toxic energy because you're here looking at contracts and money here. She might have wanted to win. She might have had a bit of a nasty streak, to be honest. She could have sat in a bit of ego. You're burdened still because you don't quite know what she's going to do from one minute to the next. She's burdened because she doesn't like the fact that you're moving on with the Queen of Cups. She either wants to cause you problems because she just wants to be nasty about it, or she's jealous of the Queen of Cups because she underneath wants you back. But I don't think you're interested, Aquarius. That's the thing. I just don't think you're interested. She's offered you an apology here, Four of Cups, but you're looking at that cup and it's as if you're ignoring it. You're hoping the tower isn't going to fall. You're fearful that you're just going to be sat in heartbreak because this Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands is going to do something unpleasant. You're seeing things differently, though, in the future with the energy of the Hanged Man. Let's have a look at the Hanged Man. What's that all about, Michael, please? The Eight of Cups. All right. What is the Eight of Cups? Okay. Aqua, it might be that you're disappointed. I've got to say that, guys, and I'm sorry. She could be a Pisces. You're seeing things differently. What you're realizing is, Aquarius, this Queen of Cups may not be interested in a relationship with you because we have a female here sat in pre-Empress energy, and this is someone who seems to be quite happy single. I think Aquarius with the Sun, you're going to be enlightened that this Queen of Cups is holding back from moving into a relationship with you now. It could be because when you met her, she didn't know you had a child with someone. It could be that what's coming to light is that you have a very angry, vengeful ex who doesn't want to let you go and is going to try and cause you problems. And she's very stressed out about that. And she may feel it's going to bring drama into her life. What are you going to say to this Queen of Cups? Okay. You may say to this Queen of Cups, you feel left on your own. You're in a very difficult situation financially, but you miss her. You want to be with her. Aqua, I'm almost getting a desperate energy from you. I want you by my side. I love you. But she is holding her ground because she's very nervous, Aquarius, about this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. She doesn't want to get involved with you because she's worried about what this woman's going to do. She may be fearful she's going to take revenge on her. Aqua, what can I say? I mean, this is your energy. Are you looking for a safe haven, Aquarius? In the form of this Queen of Cups? What energy are you sitting in? The Moon, she could be a Cancerian. I'm almost getting, Aquarius, you're scared of the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. Scared about what she's going to do. What are you going to say to the Queen of Cups? I want a passionate new start with you. I want to be with you. I want this to work. I'm sorry for what happened in the past. You're basically apologizing for pulling her into a third party in the past. You're basically apologizing for pulling her into a third party situation in the past. What is she going to say to you? You're trying here, Aquarius. What she's going to say to you, Aquarius, is, I am so sorry. I do still have deep feelings for you, Aquarius, but it seems to me as if you're in a bit of a complicated, toxic situation, and I'm very nervous about that. I'm nervous about getting involved with you because of this woman who seems to have it out for you, who seems to want revenge. I'm not comfortable in bringing you into my life. Aqua, I'm sorry, this may be a shock. You may have assumed that this Queen of Cups would swing open the door and say, wow, I'm so happy to see you. Of course I want to be with you. She's not. She's looking at things very differently, and she's saying to you, I'm sorry, Aquarius, I'm walking away from this. I'm happy being single, because she's become enlightened about the situation you're in. So what is going to happen here between you and the Queen of Cups? I think, Aquarius, you two are going to sit in the energy of nostalgia, remembering independently the wonderful moment you met, remembering the time you spent together, but you're going to realize it has to be left in the past because she is too nervous about the ongoing connection you have with this woman who seems to be out for revenge. She's very, very worried about this woman. I think this Queen of Cups is wanting to sit in a peaceful energy. What she's saying to you is, I see things differently now. If it wasn't for this other woman, yes, we would have been able to develop something. I'd be happy to do that. But wow, Aquarius, you seem to be in a rather complicated situation. And she may also say to you, and you've got a child. It might even be with another woman. It's all a bit too much for her, you know. Guys, I did not expect this reading to go in this direction. I am sorry. Ace of Swords, it's done with the Queen of Cups. It's done. You have to let this go, Aquarius. All right, do we have a final card for Aqua? Is Aqua going to find love with anyone else? Four of Coins. Aquarius, I think primarily you're going to be concentrating on your finances. There is going to be romance, though, in the future. There is going to be romance in the future. Yes, there is going to be love in the future, Aquarius, but the Divine is asking you to concentrate on your financial stability first of all. And I think they're suggesting you sever the tie completely with this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. Is that what the Divine is suggesting, to sever the tie with this woman completely? Because I think this is you two just legally separated. Yeah. Aquarius, what they're saying is you may have to pay her off, you may have to give her a settlement, but do it so you have no further ties with this woman. Now, you know, guys, there's always another story behind a situation like this. There's a reason why she's angry and upset. She might have felt you fell out of love with her and she was just devastated, who knows. But I think for the good of you both in the future, they're suggesting that you do the right thing. You actually divorce this woman so there's a clean cut, a clean break, and then look at rebuilding your finances, okay? Aquarius. So guys, my goodness, I am going to leave the reading there. I really hope it's hit a group of you though. I hope it's helped you. Take care of you. And of course, I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon, guys. Bye now.